Pat, I'll have the clerk start the roll call, please. Here it is.
Angelberg. Bailey.
Here.
Fay.
Here.
Bixby.
Here.
Burnham. Here. Burton.
Here.
Stevie Coolin. Present. Loomis. DeRoy. Here. England.
Here.
Barrington.
Here.
Gilmore.
Present.
Granger. Hall. Corrigan.
Here.
Howard.
Here.
Howland.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
Was here a while ago.
Johnson. Kuzinski.
Here.
Lamontagne. Here. La Rochelle.
Here.
Here. Malone. Here. Miller.
Here.
Pearson.
Here.
Tenza. Present. Schmidt.
Here.
Sully. Jeff Smith.
Here.
Southworth.
Here.
Stone.
Yeah.
Turcott.
Yep.
Wade. Here. Walker.
Present.
Wall. And Helen.
Here. Just on the off chance, I thought I'd ask, is there anybody on Zoom?
There's not.
Thank you. All right, it appears we have a quorum, so with that, I will invite Commissioner Chair Glarus to introduce the 2025 Commissioner's proposed budget.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the county delegation, ladies and gentlemen. County commissioners have submitted our budget for the calendar year 2025 for your review. It calls for, well, we propose $89,045,019 in operating expenses, with offsetting revenues of $47,061,841. The proposed amount to be raised by property taxes in this document is $41,983,178, roughly a increase of 4.18% over the calendar year of 2024. For the 16th year in a row, the proposed budget of the county is below the caps of the three cities in Strafford County: Dover, Rochester, and Somersworth. The Consumer Price Index for the Northeast urban region through 12 months ending in November of 2024 was 3.5%. While the way the tax cap is calculated in each community differs slightly, they all use a combination of the CPI and growth in the tax base. We recognize that the towns of Milton and Middleton pass the 2% tax cap for local expenditures. But those tax caps exempt county and state property taxes. For an operation the size of Strafford County, it is impossible to meet this cap. And instead, we model ourselves to a municipal operation of comparable size. We are facing many problems here in the county, as the cities and towns are, and across the state of New Hampshire as well, with a severe labor shortage. and highly competitive wages. We are continuing to address these issues in two ways. We've combined several jobs that existed here, and we specifically addressed the low wages we have at the Strafford County House of Corrections. Many of you know, and returning legislators, we've had an overtime issue with Department of Corrections now for almost 4 years with forced overtime. We have lost many qualified employees over the past year or two as a result of forced overtime. So we've made adjustments for those pay scales, which is reflected in this budget. We had approximately 30% shortage in correctional officers there for over a couple of years. But this is not unique to us. We have the same problem in the state police force and in the area of police forces. But we are pleased to announce that we're able to offset the cost of this wage package with increasing our boarding rates at the House of Corrections. The House of Corrections is by far the most inspected facility in New Hampshire. Multiple inspections by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, or known by most folks as ICE, and U.S. Marshal Service has inspected that facility at least 8 times a year. As a result of these inspections, we are aggressively pursuing additional opportunities with our federal partners and working in partnership to try to bring in more revenue to our county. We're also pleased to announce that Riverside Rest Home has earned a 5-star rating by CMS. This rating is only given to about 10% of the nursing homes in this country. It's a tribute to our staff and the care that they give to our residents there, even though they work under difficult circumstances with the physical plant. We should be very proud that we're getting our tax dollars worth out of the people who work there. And to get a 5-star rating is a tremendous tribute to the work they do for the elderly and sick. So with that, Mr. Chairman, this is an opportunity tonight for the county delegation to listen to the public regarding the commissioner's proposed budget. We'll be working with all of you over the next 2 months to review this document and to answer any questions you may have during that process. County commissioners want to thank our fellow elected officials and the county administration and department heads for helping us put this document together. It's pretty much a status quo budget outside of the positions that we've eliminated and the fact that we're trying to pursue additional revenues from our federal partners. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
With that, I believe we open the public hearing. Are there any members of the public that wish to speak or comment on the budget? Won't everybody rush up to the podium? With that, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Moved by Representative Wall. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Representative Howard. I think this is an easy one. We can have a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The public hearing is closed. That moves us on to item 8, which is the approval of minutes for October 23rd, 2024 and December 11th, 2024. I think there were some comments that were brought in, and last I saw, we were on the 4th update of the minutes. I think it's probably better if I split them. I'll entertain a motion to approve October 23rd, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Moved by Representative Miller, seconded by Representative Howard. Are there anything that we missed? Are there any changes that we missed before we vote? If not, I think we can do that on the voice vote as well. All those in favor of approving the minutes for October 23rd, 2024, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It's unanimous. We move on. That brings us to December 11th. I'll take a motion to approve the December 11th minutes.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Representative Miller, seconded by Representative Howard. Again, are there any changes to the December 11th delegation minutes? Hearing none, I think we'll do a voice vote on that. All those in favor of the approval of December 11th minutes, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It's unanimous, it's approved. But that moves us on to item 9, which is the delegation subcommittee oversight responsibilities. So the public hearing really gave the public a chance to comment on the budget. The subcommittees that we're going to have, we split up into 4 categories, and the delegates will get an opportunity and the subcommittees to get more detail on the budget. They're split into 4, which is general governance, which reviews the county commissioner's office, registry of deeds, Medicaid costs, maintenance of justice and administrative buildings, the court jester cafe, the county delegation, contingency fund, interest on temporary loans, resources agencies, general government, health insurance for justice administration for the Riverside Rest Home. I already spoke with the committee chairs, and I'm going to apologize in advance for our scheduling of the public hearings. I'm kind of condensing it down this year. I really want to try to have everybody have February vacation, not selfishly. I know by the end of February, everyone's going to be kind of fried, going through all their bills. And if you look at what the full scheduling is, we have the executive committee meeting is March 7th. The delegation meeting is March 19th, and that's where we're going to actually vote on the budget. And what I was really trying to do was to condense the subcommittee meetings before February break, give our Janet enough time to write up all of the subcommittee reports, give everybody plenty of time to read the subcommittee reports. If you have any questions, that you're able to ask questions on it, so that there's plenty of time when we get to. The county budget is a lot different than either municipal or school budgets that I worked on before. And the budget is proposed by the commissioners. We can speak to it, and so our public input, which is coming in these subcommittees, coming up to our delegation meeting, or excuse me, to our executive meeting, really is an opportunity where we ask the commissioners if we see something, if they would be open to make a change. And so that's why it's important for everybody to be able to see everything or ask all of their questions before we get to March 7th. I think the way it's set up right now, there's a couple of weeks to fill that in. The delegation then finally votes on the commissioner's budget on the 19th. It's not like either the school or the county, there is no default budget. So it really is kind of a conversation that we're going to have to come up with the best budget. So I hope that this schedule will work in that favor. And so, as I said, I reached out to all of the committee chairs. And I understand it's really hard for everybody because you're all in committees. The committees are meeting in Concord. You're meeting on different dates and you're really busy. And the best day that really seemed to fall for this was on Fridays. I was also trying to be really cognizant of staff to try to not have 4 different times they had to come in. And so the scheduling, and I think there's sheets that'll go out in everybody's packet. The general government meeting is scheduled for February 14th, and I believe is that 9 or 9:30?
9.
9, I think 9. Sorry about that. So that's February 7th, 9:30, excuse me, is Riverside. I find it here. And then on February 14th, we're going to do the Power Day. At 9 a.m., general government is scheduled. At 1 p.m., the revenue is scheduled. And at 3 p.m., criminal justice is scheduled. I know that's kind of cramming it in, so you're gonna have to be kind of, the chairs are gonna have to be kind of mindful to hold your meeting to 2 hours. As I said, that will get, all of our subcommittees will be done by the 14th. That will give plenty of time, again, to get the subcommittee reports done and out to you before February break. And with that, because that was a lot of information, I just threw at you really fast. Are there any questions about the process? Representative Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, so I think the way you've done it, it's very compact, but it does offer us an opportunity to do something that I think would advantage the county and also the delegation, and that is that people can attend more than one subcommittee meeting. It's all going to be on pretty much the same day, right? And therefore, if people want to sit on a second meeting, which otherwise going back and forth is a hardship since we all live in different communities, spread wider around the county. So I think this is an opportunity to think in those terms, to attend more than one subcommittee meeting and have an opportunity to ask questions, make suggestions, whatever. So even though it's very dense, I think this is an advantage that we can derive from that as well. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be at all 4 meetings, so be confident if you want to. If you're interested in any of these, please feel free to come, as Representative Schmidt said. As you read through the budget, it's pretty cool when you read all the programs that the county has. And if you haven't served on the county delegation before, it's a good opportunity to hear what's going on. Any other questions? Okay, I have only one change. Again, I hope I did a pretty good job of putting everybody where they wanted to be. The only change that I had is Representative Howard requested to move from the Riverside Subcommittee to the Revenues and Expenditure Subcommittee. Since revenue is the hardest one, I never say no to somebody who volunteers is doing it. And I think that really takes care of our scheduling. The only other thing I had on the scheduling was Monday at noon to 3, there is an orientation scheduled. You'll get a chance to talk to the county staff. You'll also, and you never say no to a field trip. You get a field trip of the House of Corrections, and you get a field trip of the Riverside Rest Home, which is pretty awesome. When I started 2 years ago, did not have an opportunity to have this. And I think for all of our new people, this is a super great opportunity to at least get you started. I know we got these budget books, but this will give you a chance before you dive in spreadsheets. This will really give you a chance to see what's going on. I unfortunately can't make it. I have to be out of town, but I know our great vice chair is going to be there to help you through it. So I think this is a good opportunity, and I strongly suggest if you come. And by the way, they need lunch too, so it's just all indications are to come. As I said, finishing up. So I've given you when the meetings are. You're going to get plenty of packets of information of the agenda of each of those subcommittees. Those will all be done by the 14th. The 7th of March is the executive committee meeting, which is at 9 a.m. at the Cafe Conference Room. The delegation meeting is Wednesday, March 29th at 7 p.m. in the jury assembly room, which I think that may be this. 19th. Oh, the 19th, I stand corrected. Thank you very much. And with that, I think we've taken care of 9 on the agenda, unless there are any other questions. And that brings us to any other business of the delegation. Is there anything else to add? Representative Wall?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for setting things up so well. Just a reminder for people who have been here before, this orientation is going to be important for all of us because there have been a number of changes in the county and because the world is as it is today. So I'm encouraging everyone to show up on Monday. Thank you.
Look, Monday, noon, if you have a chance, please come. Anything else to add? Wow, this could be like a world record. All right, with that, I will entertain what I consider to be the best motion to adjourn. I'll take, Representative Wall, move to adjourn, second by Representative Levesque.
Everybody.
I'll go with the voice vote. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Thank you very much.